After this year, Governor James Orengo was chased away from a funeral service in Seme, now the ODM party leader Oburu has given a dangerous warning to Gladys Wanga for fueling intolerance in the region. Welcome to Kenyan Media, where we give you news updates as they break. Kindly, if you're new here, consider subscribing. Now, Oburu Odinga, the leader of the Orange Democratic Movement, has called on Gladys Wanga and other party members to set aside personal interests and unite following rising tensions and recent chaos witnessed at a high-profile funeral in Kisumu County. The message comes at a critical moment for the Orange Democratic Movement, a party that has long positioned itself as a symbol of unity and also diversity in Kenya's political landscape. In a statement shared on Sunday, May 3rd, 26, Oburu urged leaders and also supporters alike to take time to reflect not only on the future of the party, but also on the broader direction of the country. He stressed that the strength of ODM has always been rooted in its diversity, but he warned that diversity alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by acceptance, respect, and shared commitment to a common purpose. Oburu's message focused on the need for leaders to rise above differences in opinion, or that in his opinion, and he noted that disagreements on policy are natural in any political movement. However, he cautioned that such differences should never lead to divisions that weaken the party's foundation. In his social media post, he said that, and I'll quote, "Happy Sunday. As we take this day to rest and reflect with our families and communities, I want to share a message that has been heavy on my heart regarding the future of a great nation and also our party, ODM. Our strength has always been our diversity, but that strength is only realized when we embrace each other. We can disagree on policy without ever disregarding our shared purpose and also humanity. And to my fellow leaders, the season calls for us to rise above personal interests. We must forge a unity of purpose that puts our people at the center of every decision and posterity of our party. Our primary goal should be a stable, prosperous, and also cohesive party. I pray and urge my colleagues in leadership to find the wisdom to prioritize the common good over individual gain, and ensure that peace and mutual respect define our path forward. Let us build bridges, not walls. Wishing you a peaceful, reflective, and also blessed Sunday." That is a statement from Dr. Oburu Ginga, a day after James Orengo was roughed up by goons of Gladys Wanga and Senator Tom Ojienda of Kisumu County. The Senate emphasized that unity is not the absence of disagreement, and instead it is the ability to disagree while still maintaining respect and also shared vision. His appeal was directed particularly at leaders within the party, especially Gladys Wanga and those who sing two-term. He called on them to demonstrate wisdom and also maturity by putting their interest of the people first. According to Oburu, the long-term stability of ODM depends on leaders choosing collective progress over individual ambition, and he urged them to focus on building strong and also stable political movement capable of serving its supporters effectively. The statement also carried a broader national message, and Oburu linked the unity of ODM to the unity of the country, suggesting that political stability within major parties plays a key role in shaping national cohesion. He encouraged members to use the day as a moment of reflection, both at a personal and also collective level, and to consider how their actions contribute to the future of the party. The call for unity comes in the wake of troubling scenes in Kisumu County, where tensions within ODM factions were brought into focus. During the burial of the father of James Nyikal in Seme constituency, chaos broke out among rival groups linked to different factions within the party, and the incident involved supporters aligning with the Linda Mwananchi faction and those associated with the Linda Group or the Linda Ground Group Witnesses described a tense atmosphere as political undercurrents spilled into what was expected to be a solemn and respectful event. And James Orengo, the governor of Siaya, and also prominent figure within the party, was among the leaders present at the funeral. However, the situation quickly escalated when a group of individuals stormed the area reserved for dignitaries. The group, reportedly linked to local political interest, began chanting slogans and calling for Orengo to leave the event. The disruption caused concern among mourners and leaders present, and as the focus shifted from the funeral proceedings to managing the unfolding confrontation, church leaders stepped in to calm the situation, appealing for restraint and also respect for the occasion. And despite their efforts, tensions remained high, and Orengo was eventually escorted away from the venue under heavy security. Watch this.
Tutulie sasa. Vijana tutulie please. Vijana tutulie please. Tunaomba utulivu vijana. Vijana tunaomba utulivu. Vijana tunaomba utulivu. Haya. Vijana tunaomba utulivu please.
The incident has since raised concerns about growing divisions within ODM, particularly at a time when unity is seen as essential for the party's future. It is against this backdrop that Oburu Odinga's message gains added significance, and his call to build bridges instead of divisions reflects a recognition of the challenges currently facing the party. He urged members to prioritize peace, mutual respect, and also shared commitment for the party's ideals. The message also resonates with the similar calls made by other leaders within ODM, and Ruth Odinga, the woman representative for Kisumu County, has also spoken out of the need for unity. She condemned the events that unfolded at the funeral, describing them as a setback for the party. Ruth Odinga made it clear that she does not align herself with any of the emerging factions within ODM, and she distanced herself from groups such as Linda Mwananchi, Linda Ground, as well as other camps that have been associated with the internal divisions, and instead she emphasized her commitment to preserving the party and also its legacy. Watch this.
There was some intolerance to the point that a whole governor in Nyanza can be removed and escorted out of the funeral, that she should not be in a funeral of one of his colleagues who was an MP. And for why? Because he has a divergent view from those who are sitting there. What is this intolerance in the party of ODM? But what is it bigger picture? Why are we being divided as the community of the Luos, to the point that it takes another Luo leader to sponsor youth to remove another leader from a function?
That legacy, she noted, is closely tied to the vision of Raila Odinga, a central figure of ODM's history and also identity. Ruth Odinga stressed that the focus should remain on strengthening the party rather than deepening divisions. She pointed out that unity will be critical as ODM approaches future political engagements and negotiations. Her message underscored the importance of presenting a united front, both to supporters and to the broader political landscape. The developments within ODM reflect a wider challenge faced by political parties, where internal differences can sometimes threaten cohesion, and analysts also note that moments of tension, if not addressed, can weaken party structures and also erode public confidence. For ODM, a party that has built its identity on inclusivity and collective action, the stakes are particularly high. Oburu Odinga's appeal can therefore be seen as an effort to steer the party back towards its founding principles, and by calling for reflection and unity is urging leaders to consider not only their individual roles but also their responsibility to the party and the country. The emphasis on building bridges highlights the need for dialogue and also reconciliation within the party, and it also points to the importance of leadership in shaping the tone and the direction of political discourse. As Kenya continues to navigate a complex political environment, the actions of major parties like ODM will play a significant role in determining the country's stability. For supporters of the party, the message from its leaders serves as a reminder of the values that have defined ODM over the years. Values such as unity, respect and commitment to serving the people. And the coming days will likely test how these messages translate into action, whether the calls for unity will lead to tangible efforts to address divisions remains to be seen. What is clear, however, is that the events in Kisumu have brought underlying tensions into the open, and they have prompted a renewed focus on the need for cohesion within the party. For now, leaders like Oburu Odinga and Ruth Odinga are urging calm, reflection and return to shared purpose. Their messages echo a broader call for political maturity and also responsibility, a call to move beyond responsibilities, a call to move beyond differences and focus on what unites rather than what divides. In a moment of tension and reflection, the future of ODM may well depend on whether its leaders choose division or unity. That is all for today from Kenya Lens Media, and kindly, if you are new here, consider subscribing as a way of motivating us and also helping us, reach many people.